Welcome back for our fourth e-learning session together. Today's topic will carry on your lecture about monitoring food safety. In this video, you will be introduced about a useful tool used by most good-level restaurants and hotels. This tool is called Hazard Analysis of Risk. What will be covered is what is it and how it works. So what is an hazard analysis? An hazard analysis of risk. It's an analysis of what could go wrong. It consists of identifying risk during a process. How to conduct a hazard analysis of risk? To create an hazard analysis of risk, you will have to break down every process into steps. What is the use of it? It can be used for reviewing the risk and as well as a support for you to establish a correct standard operating procedure. Let's take the example of your daily food delivery. When receiving new food, as a supervisor, you understand your environment. More specifically, what could go wrong and what to control during a food delivery. But to avoid forgetting to monitor any possible risks, you have to write down the steps for every process and list all possible risks. After breaking down the process into steps, you have to write which contamination can occur. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are cooking a roast chicken. At your level, you know that you need to cook your roast chicken at an efficient temperature level. An efficient temperature level is a temperature where microorganisms can't grow, such as upper than 63 degrees Celsius. Because you know that under 63 degrees, there is a risk of microorganism development. So when you are conducting an hazard analysis of risk, it is important that you decide a standard that that's allow you reducing risk of occurring. In that example, cooking was the possible risk. Knowing this risk and which factor to control, you need to give the standard. In that example, a good standard to suggest is cooking the chicken at an internal temperature upper than the danger zone temperature. When to conduct a hazard analysis risk? Every time that you are changing a process, adding a new dishes into menu, new ingredient, or as well when there is a failure of food safety in your process. For example, as a supervisor, you realize that your employees are not controlling the internal temperature of your roast chicken, and you are serving poultry under a safe temperature. With your knowledge, you understand that it can lead to food poisoning. Consequently, you need to write an SOP based on your standard analysis of risk and assess why this failure is continuing to occur. Then you have to create a rule and take action to avoid repeating the same mistake all over again. So this is the main purpose of an hazard analysis of risk. It is used to monitor the risk to an acceptable level. Let's take an example of cutting vegetable. As you can see, I prepare a table with 3 columns. First column breaking down the process, second column identify the risk, and third column give a suggestion. So firstly, I have break down the process into steps. The first step is when cutting the fresh vegetable, you need firstly to wash vegetable, secondly peeling vegetable, and thirdly cutting vegetable. After the breakdown, I need to identify the risks that can occur at that point. For watching vegetable, there is a biological risk as if the vegetables are not washed properly, vegetables can be contaminated and contain bacteria. Regarding at the second breakdown of the process, which is peeling vegetable, the risk that can occur is as well biological risk. If the equipment is not properly sanitized, cross-contamination can occur. Now looking at the point C of the breakdown, the risk is as well biological. As we have seen in class, if different ingredients are cut together, such as raw meat and vegetable, a cross-contamination can occur. So based on these 3 examples, I have created suggestions that are my standard. First suggestion, when you wash a vegetable, you have to clean the vegetable in a step forward flow, meaning first you remove the dirt, you wash with clear water your vegetable, you rinse, and then you dry the vegetable. For peeling vegetable now, the suggestion based on the risks that I identify is I need to sanitize equipment before use, following a step forward flow, which is removing the dirt, washing with soap, rinsing, and then drying. And lastly, for cutting vegetable, as we have seen in class, I need to use one chopping board for vegetable only and prepare only one product at a time. Now that you have understood the purpose of an hazard analysis of risk and how it works, I will ask you to do the same. So based on the example given in class, you will have to create a new hazard analysis of risk for the beef stew. To do so, I will ask you to replicate this following table. The title should be Beef Stew Hazard Analysis. The headline should be Step Breakdown, Possible Risk, and Give Suggestion. It should be composed of 3 columns and 4 rows. The first aspect that you will have to answer is receiving ingredient. The second will be storing ingredient. The third one will be preparing ingredients. And the fourth one will be cooking the ingredients. Once you have replicated this table, with the help of internet and the chapter 5, I will ask you to fill up the following columns: the possible risk and the suggestion. Once you are done and you have finished your work, you will have to submit your answer to the email address below, aisha.edros@yahoo.com. All your answers need to be written in a Microsoft Excel format. If not, it won't be accepted. In the email subject, please, as usual, indicate the following information.